The palm tree that carried a mother's tears. Once upon a time, in a quiet village tucked between two hills, there lived a very poor widow named Mama Udo and her only son, Chika. Mama Udo was known all over the land as a humble palm wine tapper, the only woman who could climb the tallest palm trees like a squirrel and sing to the trees until the sap flowed sweetly. Many wondered how a woman could be so strong, but they didn't know what was her strength. Her strength came from a powerful love, a mother's love. When Chika was just a baby, his father died from a snake bite during a hunting trip. From that day, Mama Udo vowed she would do anything to raise her only son. Even if it means working like 10 men. Every day before the sun rose, she tied her wrapper very tight, strapped her calabash to her back, climbed tree after tree, trees after trees, tapping the palms with care, singing her soft, mournful songs. The trees seemed to weep with her, giving her the sweetest wine. Years passed. Chika grew into a very strong, handsome young man, sharp as a machete and bold as a leopard. Mama Udo was proud of him, even though her hands were rough and her back bent from years of work. She smiled every time she saw him. But like many young men, Chika began to feel shame. He saw other boys with rich fathers who wore fine clothes and rode horses. They mocked him behind his back. Chika, son of a widow, tree climber, that is his name. They laughed. Will you marry a palm tree too? These words pierced his heart. One day, Chika came. He came home angry and said to his mother, "Why can't you find another way to live? Why must you climb trees like a monkey? I am tired of being called the son of a poor widow." Mama Udo looked at him with eyes full of sadness, but she said nothing. That night, she climbed the tallest tree in the forest. She stayed there till morning, her tears mixing with the sap. The next day, a strange thing happened in the land. The very palm tree she had cried on grew taller overnight. Its leaves turned golden, and its sap becoming like the sweetest honey. People came from other villages, a lot of people, to taste it, and soon Mama Udo became famous. They named the tree Ojinne, meaning mother's strength. Suddenly, Chika was proud again. He wore fine clothes and told people that it is my mother's tree. That is my family's blessing. But one day, a wealthy merchant visited the village. He wanted to marry Mama Udo's tree. Marry it. He believed the tree had magics that could make him live forever. He offered Mama Udo 1,000 cowries and a sack of gold in exchange. Mama Udo refused. She said no. The merchant grew angry. That night, he sent men to call down the tree. Chika, hearing the plan, rushed to the forest to protect it. But the men were many and he was only one. Just as the first axe hit the tree, a great wind blew. Thunder cracked across the sky. Trees banged to bleed, not sap, but red like blood. Then a voice came from the sky. It was Mama Udo's voice, soft but strong. No one can buy a mother's tears. No one can own a mother's love. Suddenly, the trees transformed into a tall woman, wrapped in white, glowing like a moon. It was Mama Udo herself, now a spirit of the forest. She looked at her son and said, "Chika, I gave everything for you. Even when you turned your back on me, my love never changed. But now I belong to the spirits. Learn from this, my child. A parent's love is not for sale. It is deeper than gold, higher than any tree." She vanished. Chika fell to the ground, weeping. From that day, he became a humble man, telling children and travelers the story of the palm tree that carried a mother's tears. And deep in that forest, the golden tree still stands for ages. They said if you listen closely, you will hear her singing in the wind. I climbed for love. I cried for love. My roots are deep and my branches are wide. These are the lyrics of her song. For a child, a parent gives all. No price can buy that tide. Thank you.